Hello everybody, it's Jordan the Computer Scientist here, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about how to achieve your computer science goals in 2021. So as we all know, today is the last day of 2020, thank God, which means that we all have goals that we set for ourselves. Now, for normal people, their goals are like, I want to exercise more, or eat healthier, or I don't know, get a cat. But for us, our goals are things like, I want to learn C#, or Swift. I want to get into Android development. I'm going to talk to you guys about how to actually stick to your goals and achieve them in 2021. Now, for me personally, my programming goal is to get proficient in HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. I also want to start learning React, but I'm not really sure how that is going to go, but we'll see. Currently, I'm doing pretty okay in HTML, I'm doing pretty okay in CSS, and I haven't got to JavaScript yet, but this is what I'm doing in order to get there. Now, step one is to choose a tool that teaches you code. There are a lot of options out there. Some people choose to read books, some people choose to use free code camp, some people choose to use YouTube videos. No matter what you do, just make sure you stick to it. I chose Codecademy because I did the Java course and I feel like it got me to a good point where I could start learning projects and using my own knowledge to create programs that I personally wanted to do. For example, the calculator for savings. But yeah, choose a tool and stick to that one tool, and also stick to one language. So that's going to be step number 2. Stick to one language. Don't do 5, 3, or 2 courses at once. Just stick to one language, finish that course, and then move on to projects, and then move on to another language. Things get a little out of hand when we jump from language to language. Trust me, I know. I felt kind of stagnant when I was learning the same thing in both Java and Python. So for example, I made an entire project for my class in Python, and it used all the basic things that I knew in Python and in Java now. But when I was relearning Java before getting like good in Python or creating any projects that were fun for myself, because I had to learn it for my class, I was just learning the same thing over again in a different language, in a new syntax. So sticking to one language is a very important second step. Now, third, you have to code when you don't feel like coding. If you code when you only feel like coding, you're probably only going to code like once a week, once a month, unless you actually really do love it, like a lot of us claim we do. Then you'll only be coding not that often. So we see a lot of people make some money and they build a website and they use a certain language to make that website, and then we get motivated to do the same thing. So we start learning that language, and it's very boring at first. Hey, these are variables. This is how you declare a variable. X equals 4. Make sure you put the semicolon. It's very boring in the beginning. You don't see anything that's really going on except 4 plus 3 equals, what's 4 plus 3? 7. We want to start programming, and the first day, we want to see something visual happen. For example, in HTML, it's not a programming language. It's a markup language. So when I first did H1 and I put my name inside of the H1 tag, and I immediately saw it pop up on the web page, that is what I would like to see in programming. Now you can see things like that if you create a GUI, which is why I created my GUI in Java. But not seeing the process to building something bigger immediately it's not discouraging, but it's very off-putting. But nevertheless, code when you do not feel like coding, because all the basic stuff you're learning is going to be very essential for when you start creating stuff. Like when I created that counter in my GUI, I used a lot of basic stuff that I just knew off the fly because I really practiced the basics in Codecademy twice and over and over and over and over. I'm gonna be honest with you, I can only think of 3 things, and I think those are 3 solid bases of sticking to your computer science goals. Because if you do those 3 things, you're going to succeed by the time 2022 comes. But there is one very important thing that I forgot. Just one. Start. Thank you for watching my video, everybody. This is the last video of 2020. I'm very excited. Don't forget to join my Discord and follow me on all my social medias. And don't forget to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe. And I'm going to see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.
I'm a goat, no, I'm really vicious. Got heads turning when I get to spitting. Since 16, I've been making greatness, bagging bad girls when they start to listen. Been great, so you must have missed it. Creative genius, friends are leaving.